give me a checkerino. You know what? You're going to not have it all over the place.
Hey.
All right then.
Hey, it's me. It's your boy. It's your boy. Oh, give me the pop.
You like it?
Yeah.
You like the.
I feel like I pop too much. I got these thick lips. Just pop.
just like Tom Sweeney, just popping it. Why does it hurt?
Why does it hurt?
All right, today's episode is sponsored by Smart Food Popcorn. I fucking love it.
Oh, jeez.
Tastes good.
Does it? Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
You eat it all the time.
No,
you're on that next level shit. You're
I
on, like,
boom
even,
chicken pop.
which is just
It's delicious. Shut up.
it's even more healthy for you.
Yeah, it's just it's lightly salted.
Just lightly.
It's good for my health.
All right, let's stop dicking around. Let's get right into it. Also, I'm gonna turn off that TV so you're not distracted.
Yes, please. This is just fucking Dollywood.
All right, welcome to the Half Baked and Half Race podcast. It's episode 4. It's Austin here,
Hey, I'm Chris. I'm drinking coffee this week.
and I'm drinking.
We are prepared.
And I'm drinking ginger ale because I really wanted caffeine, and then Chris just
Yeah, we're driving back over here to record, and it's like, oh man, I really needed some caffeine. Looked at Austin's like,
Yep.
Austin, this ginger ale. Like no ginger ale has caffeine in it.
Nope. So if you know anybody who has spiked ginger ale,
just alcohol.
Oh,
But it's delicious.
I mean it is. That is my drink of choice. So
Today's podcast sponsored by Not Your Father's Ginger Ale.
really,
No.
oh, all right.
Not even a little bit.
Well, what do you want to talk about today, man?
I don't know.
Oh, you just want to dick around?
Yeah, just dick around.
Okay.
How's your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good, Chris.
Just dick around all of your week. Be great.
Ooh, see, that was bad. We both went for a sip at the
Yeah,
same time. That just resulted in dead air.
Dead air.
That was just simultaneous sippage.
Okay, so that whole episode 2 was named Congestion Noises. I might just name this one Drinking Noises.
Simultaneous sippage.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
So let's just jump right into it. This weekend, pretty fun. Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
USA #1.
Someone say America, fuck yeah.
Yeah. After even more miscommunication on our part, because we're just pretty much known for it at this point.
Why'd you remind me about this? I honestly kind of forgot.
We both somehow got a copy one way or the other of Divinity 2 Original Sin.
Yep. It's fun. It's fun. It's hard as balls, but it's fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go restart our campaign. Oh, can we actually just turn down the difficulty like after we already started? Because I do not.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We're a bunch of pussy men.
bunch of pussymen.
But yeah, I'm just gonna turn down the difficulty because it's like, man, fuck it. I just don't feel like struggling with every single fight in the game like that.
Yeah.
It would happen. And just in case, so also I pulled the cardinal sin of I was expecting that game to have autosaved. The game does autosave. It just hadn't in like 40 minutes for no reason. We just hadn't triggered autosave somehow.
Well, the autosave isn't triggered on it's old school autosave where it's like, you know, back whenever autosave would like spoil shit, like you would go down like a corridor and be like, hey, I'm just gonna save the game real quick.
Like,
don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
It's like no, just go through the door.
But
it's fine.
It's like a normal door, but beyond the door is a big open space with
we're
nothing
like
in
a
it.
boss fight, and it's like, oh, it's fine.
But it's clearly a boss room. Yeah.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I saved your game. Just fucking do it.
Get in there. But I want to go back to town. It's like, get in there.
Yeah. So we've been playing Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm looking forward to playing that after this podcast.
Yes. That's real place.
We'll be doing that. I guess that's something that we could stream if we wanted to stream it. But
yeah,
you don't want to see us just getting very upset because, man, we got very upset.
Mostly I got very upset after
Chris was getting tilted at the towers.
We lost about was it about 20 or 30 minutes of progress? I mean, we didn't really.
No, it was 40.
We hadn't really made any progress.
No,
that
was the other sad part.
That's an overstatement. We made progress. We lost about like 40 minutes that we had done.
Yeah, you essentially got upset because like we had to go back like 40 minutes in a save, and then it was like, so here's the even more sad part.
It was right before another kind of difficult fight.
And then we died. I'm going to restart that fight again.
No, we lived through it.
Oh.
I think you died. Yeah, you died in that fight.
I died in every fight.
And then I just kept critting everything because I was so fucking pissed. I just kept critting everything out of spite in that fight.
Jesus.
I was like, no, I'm done.
So, yeah, that's what we did with our weekend. Did you do anything else this weekend, Chris?
Oh,
Anything with John
also,
Wick?
we also saw John Wick.
Yeah,
saw
that's true.
John
We
Wick
went
3.
and saw John Wick 3.
That was a fucking great movie.
Man, that was an ad for John Wick 4, though.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I did not either. I want to watch it already. I'm just like, do it. Fucking upsell
I
me
mean,
on
the
that.
second movie just set up the third movie too. We're just like, oh, well, you're fucking excommunicado now. Every assassin in New York is coming after you. It's
Yeah.
like, I was like,
They even
I
said
was
the
just like,
title.
all right, let's go. I'm down for that, 100%. And this movie delivered 100%. Fucking, I don't give a shit. Like, man, there's some horse deaths.
There's some horse
I
KOs.
don't mean horses die.
No, it's the opposite.
I mean,
It's the-
horses
it's a good
kill
kind.
some
It's a good kind of horse KO.
It's not even a KO. It's a fucking kill. Those people
Yeah,
are dead.
some dudes got killed. Cause of death, horse. You got horsed.
And it's pretty amazing.
I did not know that one could accurately like make a horse kick somebody.
John Wick can.
Yeah, you can.
Because he's fucking John Wick. Motherfucking Baba Yaga up in this motherfucker.
So I still need to go see Pikachu.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I mean, definitely go see it. Definitely go see it with Tori.
Yeah.
She'll up your excitement. Although now Tori's getting kind of into like the cinema cinzy stuff too. Like she
What are you
like.
talking about?
Well, we're all like to kind of like poke fun at movies when they're doing stupid shit. Like Tori's starting to get in that too. So
Yeah.
Tori might start picking because right with my who I was talking to, she was kind of doing it. She was just like support was just like something ridiculous happened. She just starts being like, they survived this. Because in all reality, yeah, they should have been dead.
Yeah.
Because of the thing that happened.
Case in point, John Wick 3's ending.
Yeah. Dude, John Wick multiple points. He's just
Yeah,
like
even in the other
He's
movies.
just like, John Wick survives this. But that just makes John Wick more badass.
That's true. Let's see. Did you want to jump in the news or?
I'm trying to think of anything else I did with my
Yeah,
week.
is there anything? I'm just saying that I don't have anything else really that stuck out to me this week. It's all kind of a blur, and I'm kind of waiting for this week to be over. I'm waiting for the good times now. As Bob
We're
Ross
all
would
waiting for
say.
the good times, Austin. Forever, because we're just picked the wrong timeline, apparently. Ordered a new. Just going back to me and me being stupid on my computer. Finally ordered the new power supply.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, excuse me. Doing all the stuff with the computers. I was like, man, some of my stuff just seems like it just seems weird. A lot of stuff weird's going on. It's like, all right, I added a bunch of new components, and then just didn't think
Upgrade the
that I
power supply.
might need to upgrade the power supply to power all those components, power them all properly. Like it's doing it, but it is clearly like at max load. Which your power supply should never be at max load because
You should always
even if you have like a
everything.
gold standard or even like a platinum standard power supply, like power supplies can't run at like 100% efficiency. Like even like platinums are only like 92, I think, or something like
It
that.
becomes a problem of thermals.
Yeah.
And that's how you burn out a power supply.
Oh, it hasn't burned out yet. Because
And,
luckily my rig's not too like intense.
No, I mean like you're not like completely overballing it.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't have like too tight in there or anything like that.
No.
But yeah, that should be coming in sometime this week.
That's good.
Also, I mean, the thanks to this audio format of this podcast, I got new glasses today.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're looking good, man.
Looking good. All right, yeah. So we can jump right into the news.
Let's get right into the news.
Did you have anything this week, Austin? News-wise?
I don't know. I feel like some stuff pissed me off.
Oh yeah, let's start with piss you off.
I don't remember what any of those things are.
Okay,
I'll let it all go.
that's great.
'Cause
That's,
I don't get tilted at
That's
the
great
towers.
for you, bud. It's terrible for our podcast.
You're right. I should just writhe in anguish.
Okay, well, let's start things off. So the Sonic the Hedgehog movie got delayed to 2020.
That is true.
Well, that's just
That is a bad
hilarious.
idea. Hilarious. That's
Because
just
now, not only because at least they had people talking about the movie with their terrible Sonic design, but now they're delaying it to redesign it. And at that point, it's like, was anybody even gonna remember this like next year? Because it didn't say when next year; it just says 2020. So for all I know, this movie could be now almost over a year away from coming out.
So here's my problem with that. Is I'm always going to be cynical, and I'm always going to think of the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario isn't that nobody remembers it. It's that everybody remembers that it was just really bad, and that whatever new design that they come up with is equally, if not worse.
Yeah. I hope maybe they'll actually just talk to Sega, because apparently it came out too, like a lot of stories, like Sega's like, hey, you should do this for the movie, and like, the Hollywood execs being Hollywood execs are like, we got it, okay? We know what American audiences...
We know how to sell a movie, dude.
Yeah, we know what American audiences want to see, okay?
Boga.
Boga. So pretty much they kind of like big-lead them, and Sega was like, okay. And now I hope Sega is just laughing their asses off with all this. I mean, probably not, because they're probably lost a lot of money on this too, but still.
And I keep on bringing this up every time we talk about the Sonic movie over the past couple of weeks. I really hope that this has a negative outlook for the Super Mario Brothers movie. I don't want that movie to come out. I don't want it to come out. I want there to only be one Super Mario Brothers movie. And I want it to be the terrible 1980s one.
But that movie is so terrible, it's great, though.
Exactly. You can't make movies.
You can't do that on purpose.
You can't.
Yeah.
You absolutely can. No, you have to have some fucking, was it a husband and wife that were just fucking insane?
In what, the Mario movie?
Yeah.
No, what you talking about? Who?
The directors.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the story about it. Possibly.
I remember
it would make sense.
I remember it being like a husband and wife combo, and it was just like completely off the rails from like the word go. And it just made no sense. And it was just like, fuck it.
They just fuck it. Yeah, the Koopa world is an underground world of hyper-evolved dinosaurs.
I mean,
let's go.
At the same time, the Mario lore at that point was literally,
I mean, non-existent, but it was clearly not that.
I mean, wasn't it though?
It was fun and colorful even then.
Well, yeah, but like even back then they had to do a dark gritty reboot. Hollywood makes everything dark and gritty. Yeah, here's my thing. Why. A cursory glance of Super Mario World, which was the newest Mario that came out. There's a lot of underground segments.
What do you have underground?
There's dinosaurs. They hit all the notes like on paper. Some dude condensed it down.
Where were the dinosaurs in the original Super Mario Brothers?
What?
In the original Super Mario Brothers, where were there dinosaurs?
There wasn't.
Koopas. Yeah, exactly.
No, but like in Super Mario World.
Man, that movie came out before Super Mario World.
I'm pretty sure it came out around the same time.
Well, yeah, that means wouldn't have been able to base anything on it.
Well, that's true. Fuck you. You fucking correct person.
All I would have had was 1 and 2 and possibly 3, which was just a stage play.
Yeah. And 2's not a real game.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff still stuck around, like the Shy Guys.
Exactly. Exactly, but everybody just likes to be like, oh, it's not a real game.
Not a real Mario game. Not my Mario.
Not my Mario. That's why it's not Mario Maker.
Even though, didn't the Mario Maker... Are there rumors that in Mario Maker 2 there's going to be like a...
Nope.
Super Mario 2?
Nope.
Okay, I thought they were doing something where they
like... said no.
Okay, I thought they were making like a thing where like... I honestly haven't looked into it much. I have a Switch. I don't really care.
You need to get one.
I do need to get one. Oh. Where they're like kind of breaking... Like making like one tile set that kind of like wasn't compatible with the other tile sets.
Oh no, that's actually the new Super Mario Brothers 3. Oh no, I'm sorry. Super Mario 3D World is going to have a tile set in this.
Yeah, that's what I read. It's like not be compatible. Which so I think somebody was speculating like they could later possibly add.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah.
To that, just because like, hey, they're willing to have this set that isn't compatible with the other
and I'm
tiles.
sure they could do all that. Yeah.
They could do something like that.
Yeah. But
they have just like essentially like just exclusive like tile sets that are exclusive to one game, like one style of the games.
That's super fair. Yeah, I don't know.
And then just go nuts and do Super Mario 64.
No,
they're not.
Can't do that. Can't do that. What else happened?
What if you just meant like the bonus levels, or like Super Mario 64, like levels that are like super tight and focused. But they're in like 3D.
I mean, how do you intuitively make a 3D map editor in a game?
I mean,
as the game.
I mean, Quake did it in like 1992.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that was. Yeah, but I mean, like that was in 1992. So people are stupid now.
I mean, I think people are so pretty. There's that Dreams game coming out for PS4.
Is that actually coming out?
Yeah. Have you watched any of any streams for that? Looks really good.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, actually looks pretty good. You could do some like crazy shit in that.
Oh,
like,
really?
you could, like it's essentially almost like it's not even like a game. Almost they're almost releasing just like an engine, like a game making engine that you could just do whatever you want with essentially. That it just
you
has
ever
like
play the,
decent controls and shit.
That reminds me, I used to play a RPG Maker game for the PS2.
Yeah.
That shit was stupid. It was not fun. It was fun to like dick around with, like just go through all the menus and shit. But man, you could not make shit on that.
Well, remember that friend we knew through World of Warcraft, Seth?
Yeah.
Or Seth. What was his actual
Seth.
name?
His actual name? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, his name was Seth.
Brian. His actual name is Brian, but
Brian,
I didn't want to dead name him one.
On this podcast that
On this
maybe 3
podcast.
people listen to.
Yeah.
That Brian was trying to do something, make an RPG Maker game with it. Yeah, I think he ended up
Really?
getting up too because he was like, "This is fucking retarded." This is
I mean, the problem with
frustrating
RPG Maker games is that you better have a really good premise, because otherwise you're going to look like
Yeah.
every other fucking shit RPG Maker game
shit. Yeah.
that everyone else has already made. Like a billion times.
Either just be an erotic.
Now,
game.
don't get me wrong. RPG Maker is clearly a good engine to make things in.
Yeah.
Undertale, the indie darling of
That was fully
27
made in RPG Maker?
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
yeah, it's like some of the limitations in that game is because the engine is based off of fucking
Huh.
RPG Maker.
I did not realize that. Let's see what else we got. Okay, did you see this thing about this really stupid looking handheld system that's coming out with the crank?
Oh my god, with the crank, yeah, the play date.
Yeah, Playdate. Let's see. Yellow. Let's see. I'm looking at it now. I didn't actually read most of these stories once again. I need to start doing that.
No, fuck it. We'll do it
So,
live.
so what is it like? It's like an emulator?
No,
Or is it have its? Or is it going to have its own like
it's
original
gonna
game?
have its own original game.
Oh yeah. Playdate will get 12 brand new games released each week. There's an ad just screaming at me on my phone.
Just assuming direct control of your ears.
Okay. So yeah.
So
12 brand new games will released each week.
right, so they're doing a
Panic is keeping them a secret now, so their release comes as a surprise. Okay.
yeah, aka
Some
we're
are
not going to
short.
show them now because if they're shit, nobody will buy the system.
Yeah, it's also true. Some are short, some long, some are experimental, some traditional. All are fun.
Asterisk.
Ooh-wee.
They may not be fun. So
So yeah, the hand crank allows you to analog controller flips out from the side of the system. Sometimes we use the crank exclusively, but others won't use it at all. Wait, so it's not used to power the system?
nope, that's been the number one complaint that everybody's made.
It's
I was
not used
waiting
to-
for you to get to
I
that
thought it
point.
was used to power the system.
Yeah, no, it is not.
It costs $150 reduce. That's actually not bad.
Well, see, and that's the other thing is that you ever see those things and like people start bitching about it, and then other people are like, "Well, just say shit that like I don't know where they got that information from," and they'll like brazenly say it.
Yeah.
Like, and again, this might be true because I didn't look into it enough because I don't give a flying fuck
No,
about
I
the
don't
system.
know. I thought it was a need.
I looked at the little
Because I
thing
thought
once.
the hand crank was used to power it. Like,
Right,
for,
because
like,
that'd be interesting.
yeah.
Except it's not, so it isn't.
Yeah, shit, like so if you're like on the bus and then you didn't need like you didn't have your charger
Yeah.
and have a way to charge, you'd be like and like charge you up like get maybe like 20 minutes of like life out or something.
Yeah. Also, that's not how ratios work. Like the gearing in that little crank, you'd have to crank it for like 10 minutes and you might get like a minute.
I know. What's it all?
But anyway, I saw somebody online on a certain Mongolian basket weaving forum that
Okay.
that was a joke for 4chan.
I know. But
Anyway, saw a person like just dead ass trying to say that like no, if you pay $150, you get 3 versions of the system and all the games. And I'm like,
that sounds not true.
that just sounds not true. and then I looked at the site and I was like, I don't see anything that
yeah,
says
that
that.
sounds like just a lie.
But like, you ever see
It's a
somebody just going
blatant
like,
lie.
well, that's not true. You get like 3 of them, and it's just like, what? No. It's just I always get riled up by people just saying stupid shit, and it's just like, why are you lying about this?
Okay, it's actually not bad either. Apparently, for that 150, you get the console and all 12 of the games
Oh yeah.
for that. So that's actually not bad at all.
No, the
I mean, the games have
console,
to be fun, but
the console itself is bundled together with the games, and then the games are a subscription service.
yeah, I
essentially.
saw that season 1. Yeah,
So I mean, it's a cool concept. It's just
Yeah,
that
it's neat.
once again, the games have to be fun, because if the games aren't fun, then what's
Why
the
bother?
point? Why bother?
play the game. God, I miss you already, Reggie. I'm gonna miss you already this year.
It's okay. He died so Bowser could live.
We didn't die.
He's doing the thing. He's on the Thanos farm right now.
Oh, God damn it.
It's just Reggie going, my body is eternally ready.
He like just has a switch, like just holding in his hands, like balanced, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I'm reading it. I don't want to play Guild Wars.
Gears
2.
of Guild Wars 2.
Get out of here.
They're having a lot of layoffs at the moment.
I mean,
Arena
yeah.
They're not doing too well.
Nobody's playing Guild Wars.
Blizzard's not doing good. Doing too
Because
good.
the MMOs are slowly not. Well, they were slow. Now they're quickly dying.
Yeah. 'Cause now we're in the age of the looter shooter.
Slooters.
Looter.
I actually installed Destiny 2 the other day just to see how it ran on my newbies. That's just been that's been my weeks for like the last few weeks, just being like, oh man, I want to see how this game runs now.
And then you're like, neat. This looks great.
I'm not
It's
gonna play
terrible.
it though.
Yeah. Actually, reminds me, I need to delete Destiny 2. It's taking up like
Yeah, it
probably
takes up a lot.
100 plus gigs.
Luckily, I just had that on my new hard drive, just so I still have like a shit ton of space
Yeah.
left available. Okay, so well, Steam now has a chat thing on mobile.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's true. Yeah, I downloaded
That's
that. It's
neato.
pretty good. It works about 50% better, which means it's about 20% there
Oh,
as far as being a useful app.
I don't know why you could like Discord already has an app. Well, just get Discord. Just
For me, it was never about that. It was always about trying to begrudgingly like get everybody to use the same thing. Like I'll use whatever, but like nobody's ever on, which means we always default down to the fucking group text.
I mean, yeah, but that's where the group text. I'm like, hey, what's everybody doing? Everybody being stupid?
Yeah.
Let's be stupid together.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. I had the wow. I really want to talk about that Sonic the Hedgehog story. I had it open twice.
Wow. So let's see what's on my news. Let's see here. We got.
I got the gaming disorder.
Oh no, oh yeah, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about that. Yeah.
So gaming disorder now recognized. Okay, Kotaku, fucking proofread your titles, Kotaku.
They can't.
Gaming
They have to
disorder.
shit it out as quick as
Now
possible.
Okay, I didn't see the A. Now a recognized illness according to World Health Organization.
Yeah.
It was apparently there's a bunch of not categories, criteria
Oh yeah.
you have to meet.
Super hard criteria as well. Like the most notable of which is you need to go at least on record being studied by an actual physician, medical healthcare professional to go 12 months consecutively with it interrupting your social bonds and obligations like work, family, friends, significant others.
Increase. Yeah. Well, it is one impaired control over gaming, e.g., onset, frequency, intensity, duration, and termination or context.
Wow.
2 is increasing priority given to gaming to the extent that gaming takes precedence over other life interests in daily activities. And 3, continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences. The behavior pattern is of sufficient severity to result in significant impairment to personal, family, social, educational, occupational, and other important areas of functioning.
So
in other words,
you're
man, I
actually
hate
addicted
being
to
at this
something.
party. The music's too loud. I just want to go home and play my games.
My feet hurt. No, I mean, really, it's it just sounds like actual addiction.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
Which means, no, I totally, because this is always been my thing about addiction. I think people just, it's like, you don't, like, you can, your brain's stupid. Your brain's real stupid. People think your brain's smart. Your brain's not smart. Your brain's stupid.
yeah,
And your brain can become addicted to anything that makes you feel good at all. Because all
That's not
those
even
things
true.
are just chemicals.
they can just be stupid things. There doesn't have to be any sort of dopamine receptors involved at all. You can actually just, I mean, have you ever seen an episode of My Strange Addiction on
Yeah.
TLC?
your brain
Same
can become
thing. I mean, you
addicted
just,
to anything that it perceives as making you feel good.
yeah,
And that's stupid.
yeah. They would just, like,
So yes, I can perfectly see that. Yes, I'm sure there are some people that are addicted. They're straight up addicted to video games.
there's also one woman who's addicted to eating drywall.
Yes,
But do we need to really allocate resources towards that? Probably not.
probably not.
But hey, it gets Kotaku a clickbait article,
Yeah.
so it's important to them. We got what else we got going on? We got. I was in the middle of looking up stuff as well. Let's gonna just go ahead and. Oh, we got a.
Oh yeah, well even the ESA, I think. Well, the ESA is going to apparently is going to try and fight it.
What's that?
It's trying to fight the designation.
Um,
They say recklessly trivializes real mental health issues like depression and social anxiety disorder.
yeah.
It's like,
That's
hey,
fair.
maybe instead of worrying about these people who just like to play video games, maybe we should be worrying about people who have real mental health disorders and try and help them.
The other thing is that I feel like a lot of people involved in this aren't actually doing it for the reason that you would think. They're not doing it because they really think that there's people out there that are just zombies staring at game consoles, playing games all day. It's clearly very closely tied to this other problem that we've been covering over the past couple of weeks with the loot box situation.
Yeah.
And with its constant teetering on the edge of being outright gambling, identified as outright gambling.
I mean, and my own thing is, it's at the very least, it's predatory. It does prey on people's like.
I mean, if you've ever looked into the whole, I went and watched a whole bunch
tendency to want to gamble.
I want.
Not as bad as it's not as bad as mobile, but
no. But with mobile games and with the
mobile game, it is like almost it's downright. Be like,
it's
hey,
called,
why don't you spend money? Like, hey, well, I'm sorry, you ran out of time to play the game today.
Yeah,
like you can't play anymore today. But we made this game highly, like we made this game feel really good to play and addictive. So, but you ran out of time to play it. I mean, you could give us a couple of bucks and we'll give you more time to play.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do full on what they call dark paths, which is whenever they give you negative repercussions for not giving them more money.
Yeah.
Like the two, or the most egregious one that I can think of off the top of my head is you remember the Hogwarts mystery game?
Yeah.
Well, you remember that there was a stamina system in that, and so you would have random events happen. And then you would have to pay stamina to get like done with it. It's like, oh, you pulled up a mandrake, you gotta use one stamina or whatever. But it's like some stuff just happened regardless. And like if you hadn't dumped any money into it up until a certain point, there's a point where you get like strangled by like vines. And like it just shows your character getting strangled by vines, and then you have to like pay like the maximum that you could have of stamina at that point in order to get out of it. But like there's like, unless you knew it was coming up, you wouldn't be prepared for it.
Yeah, it was just a random event that was happening.
So like it's very much like they just hang your character and like, oh, you want to save him? Give us money.
Give us some money. Oh, I mean, you could wait until the next day or something.
But they're probably gonna die.
Want to keep playing now? But give us some money. Yeah, that's like that's like really stupid. I've always hated. I had another point I was trying to bring up, but now I forgot it.
I have something I can go
go.
I can use this to segue into what else I found really interesting about that YouTube video that I watched. I'm noticing that this microphone is extremely dirty. I'm just not going to think about it. The other thing that I thought that was really cool was Nintendo in their very, 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 very first free-to-play game on the 3DS. That was free to start is what they were calling it.
Yeah.
And you could put money into it. They had the opposite of that. It was called Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. And what you did was you buy mini games from this guy, and then you play those mini games. Well, the price of the games would start off at $4. And then the game does everything in its power to let you know that you can haggle. It has a haggling mechanic. You can talk to him and be like, hey, I don't want to pay that much. And you're just like,
hey, that's stupid.
Yeah. So, you can haggle. You can do other things. You can get items to like bribe him with. I think you can get him like donuts. You can bribe him with donuts. You can also get him items to like better his life because he constantly bitches about. Because this like guy, like it's a dog or whatever. He's just like, oh yeah, like my wife left me. I've got like 10 kids that I have to like carry by myself. And it's just like I'm trying to keep this business afloat. You're sitting here haggling.
You're doing hard on that
one. The funniest part about this video is the fact that the guy who was doing the video actually was talking about a character that no one knew existed in this game because he only shows up if you buy all the mini games at full price, which no one did because the game
no one did. Yeah,
literally tries its hardest to make sure that you don't pay full price for these games. Like the game, like literally freaks out. Like you have to go through like 3 different menus to like confirm that you want to buy it at $4
at full price.
And then like the character just like, wait, what? Are you serious? Oh my god! And then like there's like gold confetti and everything everywhere. He's like, oh my god, you bought it at full price. Thank you so much. But then there's a character that shows up and had no results on Google until this guy made that video.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the character?
Pappy Van Poodle.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. I think the Japanese name was Koizumi Taipu. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was a pretty funny video. Yeah, and he ended up going down this really weird dark rabbit hole trying to find out if he was actually the first person who's ever discovered this. And there was a guy in Japan who found out about it like 6 days after it came out. But like other
Just
than like
never told.
well, no, it
anybody.
wasn't. It was a reviewer. He was just like
okay.
giving a breakdown of like the game, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, and if you buy it at full price, you get to see this character, and a few things are different. I'm just giving a lowdown on what's different about it." And he was like, "I guess nobody else gave two shits about this game." It's weird. But then like later, he's just like, "I'm making my own Twitter so I can just post random facts about this game that I found out in this." And I'm like,
Does
I guess.
Pappy Sir Poodle do anything? Do you see, like,
"Oh, he's just so." To really go into it, if you're really curious,
I'm curious now.
You're
Yeah.
curious. You're sold on this.
Yeah.
So the problem is that, like I said earlier, you can bribe him with stuff that betters his life. But if you buy the games at full price, you don't ever have that happen. You don't get you don't have to give them to him because you don't have to bribe him because you're not bribing because you're buying it at full price.
Okay. Yeah.
So because of that, Pappy Van Poodle comes out and he gives him the items to like fix his life or whatever. So it's just like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of weird Japanese cultural implications in it because in the English version, it's like, oh yeah, it's Pappy Van Poodle. He's just like a neighbor, cool guy. He's like a mentor to Rusty. He's a cool guy.
Okay.
He's gonna help out his life. And it's like, oh man, this is wholesome. In the Japanese version, he's like you know the strip mall situation is different over there where they have like the little like strips of like shops that go from like one house to another.
Yeah.
And shit like that. He was apparently like he was the strip owner of like the place where like they were opening up shop.
Okay.
So he's just like being a good shop owner. He's like, hey, I need you to not go out of business because your business is my business. Get your shit together. Here you go. And he just gives him stuff to help him out. I don't know. It's pretty weird. I wanted to try the game. After that guy made that video, the game that originally released in 20 fucking like 13 or 15 jumped back up to the top most downloaded 3DS games.
Oh wow.
Which was stupid. So that's hilarious. But yeah.
All right.
What else you got for me, man? I told you a story.
Let's see. Also not a lot going on this week. Because it says everything's building up to E3. So honestly,
Actually, we have a lot of really big stuff happening before E3. Sorry to bounce it back over to you and then take it again. But confirmed yesterday, there is going to be a June 5th Nintendo Pokemon Direct.
Oh yeah, so I did see that.
So
yeah.
I'm super hype about that. I told Tori about that, and then she said, "Well, what are they even going to show?" And I'm like,
Game-
literally
actual
everything.
Gameplay? Yeah.
Actual
Like, talk
gameplay?
about the game and like talk about the
Maybe show some new
Pokemons.
Pokemons or
Talk about the Pokemons. Talk about other Pokemons. Talk about
all the
this
mechanics.
Pokemon.
I'm curious to see if the rumors are true. I think I've told you a little bit about the rumors that people have been spreading about this game. Some of them have been backed up by the fact that they got the starter Pokemon correct, and they also got the region of the world that it's based on correct.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very much looking like it in the sense with the whole sword and shield motif that they're going with. They might have armored Pokemon, and they might have like. I'm hoping that it adds another RPG element to it, to where you can have equip items, because that's a thing that's been left over from the original series of Pokemon that hasn't really been fixed and updated. One of the oldest things that kind of is a little antiquated with the way that Pokemon works is the held items.
Yeah.
It's not really fair sometimes because like it's another one of those things where the super hardcore attorney people will just come up with a meta and be like, basically, if you're not running this Pokemon holding this item in this rotation, you're not gonna win.
Yeah, you're not gonna win.
And it's just
especially like PvP. Yeah.
So, but then again, Pokemon PvP is so horribly unbalanced that it's pretty much understood at this point. If I'm understanding this correctly, because I don't know, but the way I understand it, apparently doubles is the only way that you can play right now to where anything's like worth it. Because 1v1 Pokemon fights just don't.
Oh well, yeah.
Work like that because somebody can just
especially with players. Yeah, as players.
Because I don't know if you've seen any of the ones where like you can get like this one Pokemon Aaron that's a little bitty steel like bug Pokemon. It's itty bitty. It's like an inch big. And you can have it have a nature or I forget if it's nature, if it's ability. It's one of those of sturdy. Sturdy means that you can't get killed in one hit, which means even if you're level 1.
Oh,
you'll level
still
like
survive
a billion.
With 1 hit point.
You'll survive with 1 hit point, even if you only had like 12 hit points. So you can do that, and then do like some sort of weird like. There's another move that takes the percentage based of hit that you just received last turn and like double it at your opponent.
Oh.
So like you basically just nuke your opponent. Yeah, because it's all percentage based. And like so the lower your level is, it's actually better.
Oh, it's actually better.
Yeah, it's better for you to just do a level 1 run if you're gonna do that.
Jeez.
Which is down near impossible to get one.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think you can get a level 1 Pokemon. I think you have to like hack it in.
Yeah, because even your stars you start like level like 4 or like 5, right?
I
Something
think
like
it's 5. And I think all the eggs start at 5 as well.
that. Yeah, it's like in like most Souls games where like you can't actually do a level 1 run because most of the even like that a prize was like level like 5 I think in like most of the
Actually in the first game with the Deprived, it was actually bad. They did it wrong because they didn't add up correctly. And they started you at like a 10 and everything was 10. And so like I think you either got more or less than the maximum number from like anything else. So it was either really broken or like broken one way or the other. It was like this is actually terrible or this is actually great.
Broken.
Yeah.
Broken in the good way.
I think it was broken in a bad way, and I think that's why the Deprived starts at a lower level in the second game.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because what's the waste of flesh started at Bloodborne? That one actually does have the lowest level.
Yeah.
I know, not Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I don't remember what level. I think that one actually starts like level like 7, everybody else starts like level 10 or something like that.
I don't know. Some of them start at like level 14 for Bloodborne. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because the level cap I say level cap. The level that you're going to be at the end of the game is like closer to like how Dark Souls 2 was like, no, you're getting to like level 120 on your first playthrough. Because you're not going to be speedrunning this. But, yeah.
Yeah. So what was, anything else going on for E3? Besides Pokemon?
I don't know. I don't think much of anything. I think everybody's quieting down a little bit just because.
Yeah, I was saying like it's kind of the calm before like all the big news starts coming out.
Yeah, and we kind of talked on this last night, but I really feel like Microsoft kind of played chicken with Sony a little bit, and Sony kind of flinched with the whole with the whole announcing a new console thing.
Yeah, definitely with that PS5 thing they went with
because now you know. Now Xbox doesn't have to come out with their new console. They can just talk about it and then not actually show anything.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean,
whereas Sony has to just say like, "Oh, well, we're working on ours."
Yeah. I mean, I mean, even last year I assumed everybody was working on new consoles at this point.
They have to at this point. But my other problem is that it's
like we talked about before, like the half-stuff consoles kind of just fucked the whole thing.
The half-stuff consoles fucked it up a little bit, but it's a dangerous game to constantly talk about a new console because it's going to de-incentivize people buying anything from you right now.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck would I don't want to buy a full price PS4
or PS4 Pro or Xbox One X
if like the next big shit is about to drop.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to just be fucked because you're not going to give me a discount at that point. But the other thing is that all games that are in development right now, like regardless of whether or not they talk about their new consoles, every new game that's going to be shown from Microsoft and Sony, you're going to have to take it with a grain of salt of this might be a multiplat. This might be a multiplat launch title.
I mean, it probably is.
Yeah. And I
could definitely see Last of Us 2 being like just like Last of Us 1 was.
Right.
Just being like, this is going to be PS3 or PS4, but it's also we're also going to make a version. Or hell, like, because it's backwards compatible, they don't really need to do that. Like, you just be like, oh, PS5 will just play this game better.
Yeah.
This game will just run better on a PS5.
Yeah. And they've already announced.
Yeah.
Because they showed dev kit footage of Spider-Man.
Oh, the Spider-Man thing? Yeah, the loading
with the better loading times and stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm concerned about this E3. Like,
I mean, I think it's gonna be a super low key.
I think it's gonna be a super low key.
I don't think it's gonna be a very big E3 at all.
I agree. Because it's just there isn't really much to.
Well, it's even getting to the point where it's almost kind of getting to the point of like, man, what even is the point of E3 anymore? It's kind of getting to that point.
It really is.
Where it's kind of just like, well, there's the internet now, so you don't really need this big trade show to get out your news about your new products and games anymore. Right. That's what E3 used to be about. It was a trade show. I mean, like, there's a trade show that they essentially, like, let the public watch, essentially.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, just like how trade shows in general don't really happen that much anymore unless it's, like, for very niche industries.
Don't really need it anymore, because you get your news out. You can either, hold your own event.
Yeah.
Or just put it up on the internet.
I mean, hell, people don't even really watch the whole Google and Apple press conferences anymore. every year. It's not a thing because nothing's really getting announced at them anymore because they don't announce things like that anymore. They just go like, oh hey, by the way, there's new AirPods.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hey, buy them. Give us your money. Fucking bitch.
Bitch.
Give us your money. Yeah, but I honestly am curious to see what E3 is going to look like over the course of the next few years. Honestly, just be like, because especially now that it's open to the public now, that whole thing, I don't know if they're going to go back on that or not. Because really, it's not even fun when people are going. They're just like, it's like worse than like going like PAX or like that. It's just like, well, I stood in line and literally I got to play one game. Like there's been stories where I got to play one game the entire time I was there.
And see, I think that it is a good idea, but they need to lean into that. They need to just make it another PAX. They need to just make
that's
it.
what a lot of people are saying. Like, there's even rumors that they're going to just end up selling E3 to the people who run like the big like company that runs all those big like conventions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it offhand.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
There's even rumors, that they're just going to sell it to that. And it is just going to become like another just big gaming. It's going to become a convention instead of like a trade show.
It pretty much already is, but the fact that it isn't is keeping it from being that. If that makes sense, it's just naturally that's what it needs to be, and I don't know, because again, I don't know why you would hold stuff back to like announce like that anymore.
Because then I guess they would just rename it. Well, E3 flows so well, but it's not an expo anymore. Yeah. If they make it into a convention, then that's called the EEC.
The EEC.
Yeah, the Electronic Entertainment Convention.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm honestly curious to see I'm curious to see what those E3 is going to be like. And see what just in the next few years what he thinks even going to become. Just because it's just getting to the point where it's just like it's just not really needed anymore.
It's really not.
I mean, I still love watching E3. I love it. Even low key. There's always watching sitting down and watching E3, like having a good time, looking at all the news and stuff like that. But you just don't need it anymore.
Well, after last year's Sony E3 press conference, it was just like, did y'all really need to do all that?
Yeah, like that was just like even I remember I was watching. It's like, man, I don't care. Like you can clearly tell nobody in the audience cared.
Yeah,
like nobody who was
really
there
sad.
was like nobody who was there in the audience
That's
cared.
the saddest part.
In fact, they all seemed inconvenienced to buy it. It was like, hey,
100%.
just show us the games.
Well, because they're like, all right, everybody, let's get up and go to a different theater.
Yeah, it's like we don't need all this fucking pageantry. it's like yeah, it's cool if you want to put on a cool looking show. It's like this is too much.
It ended up looking really tone deaf because they ended up making a thing that looked like the entire time I was watching, I was like, I guess this is for people who are there. But then like it cuts to the audience and they're just
all like sitting there like stone faced, looking like this is fucking ridiculous.
Well, because they show the guy playing like the Japanese flute or whatever, and he's awesome or whatever, and that's great. Except like you cut back over the people, and it's just like the Bethesda with Andrew WK last year, and it's just like, where are the games?
Like,
I came here to watch a game. Just release the game. But that like see, and that's what I'm talking about whenever I'm talking about the whole.
It's a really old fashioned idea at this point.
Right, they're trying to drum up hype, but in the wrong way.
Like, man, nobody cared. Like, this was a cool thing back in the day, where it's like, yeah, I'll sing all this money, but it's like now it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, companies, man, y'all keep just releasing like botched games. It's like maybe if you took some of these because they're spending millions of dollars on E3. Like maybe you took some of this money. You're gonna have to lay off half your fucking staff every year.
Yeah.
And you could also just put this towards, testing your games properly.
No, but that's what I mean whenever I say
too, is like stop blowing all your money on this fucking extravagant, unnecessary bullshit.
That's what I mean whenever I say the whole, it's pretty much a convention already. Because it's just like if it's gonna be nothing but marketing, just do that.
Yeah.
Just don't have a press conference and just have it be a convention. Have it be the best convention. Have it be
have a press conference. Just have an actual press conference.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is
that a person comes out, it's like, hey, this is the games we got coming out over the course of the year. We got some trailers. Yeah, hope y'all enjoy.
I mean, Nintendo
trailers.
Again.
Who was it? Like that's one of the things I gave credit to Microsoft for last year. Is like, man, Microsoft just came out. Was like,
they came out swinging.
Like, boom, here's some games.
Yeah, and that's what made Sony's look so bad.
Games.
Because Sony only showed like 3 games and took like an hour to do it, and then Xbox is just over here like, here's a game, there's a game over there.
The year before last they came out, I was like, oh man, look at this cool car from Forza. It's like no one cares.
No one fucking cares. No one fucking cares.
We're debuting this new car.
No one cares.
For Forza, it's like I don't care.
Yeah.
So last year they came out, I was like, boom, here's a game. Boom, here's a game. Boom, here's another game. Boom, here's a game. We're gonna talk a little bit. about some games. And here's another game.
It's just like whenever they had Yoko Ono come out for the fucking Beatles rock band thing that one year.
God.
The fucking Nintendo one where they had everybody playing the musical instruments.
Because that was the thing. It was like
that was the worst E3. By
all
the way.
the people. Why Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
Why the person who destroyed?
It's like, all right, we fought tooth and nail to get the license. Put Beatles and Rock Band, and here to celebrate with us is the woman who's responsible for breaking up the band. Here we go, yeah, woo, Yoko Ono. She's a bitch.
It's like what? Why?
It's like, because that's whenever you have to really go. You're just like, oh, it's literally everything. It's not even just young stuff. It's just everything. You just tone deaf on everything. Consistently tone deaf. Just on everything. Like you literally could be like,
just like, all right, here, welcome to the National Jewish Convention. We brought out some neo-Nazis here to talk about it.
Or hey, I really need you to market this baby. I need you to market this baby. And it's like, okay, well, we're gonna show the baby being thrown into a dumpster. It's like, it's not. No,
it's not. That's not how that works.
No. We did our research. This is gonna test really positive with the teen crowd, and it's like teens shouldn't be having babies. It's like, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
That's what the research says. Anyway, after that random tangent, man, we are just making a quality podcast here.
Yes.
So what other things with E3? Just a whole lot of fucking. It's just become so bloated with bullshit and the pageantry that like there's a lot of stuff that happens at E3 that like doesn't get reported on until like way later. So like that's how you end up having like just weird Kickstarters getting announced and shit like that, and then like nobody knows about it.
Yeah.
Till like 6 months later, and it's like this was at E3. There was a demo. There's that one guy who has a demo
covered up by all the other like bullshit.
Yeah, because everybody's complaining about the dude playing the fucking Japanese flute.
God damn.
Anyway, what else was I gonna say? So basically, in short, the Playdate comes out soon, and you should buy one. It's great. It has a crank.
This podcast sponsored by Playdate.
Yeah, save the date, Playdate. It has a crank. I guess that's their tagline.
Crank it.
Yeah, like you don't want to crank it out in public. Like,
God damn it.
Just and then whenever you crank it, goes you.
The only other even like small news story I have is man, apparently Apex Legends is down like 74% in revenue.
That's what happens whenever you don't have a battle pass. And then whenever you do have a battle pass,
it's not good. It's just like it's like just a fun like just like it's one like just like flash in the pan games.
No,
like that.
it wasn't a flash. See, that's the disgusting part about it is that yes, it was a flash in the pan. That's what happened. But everybody except for EA fucking saw it for what it could have been, which was Fortnite was having a bad time. Apex Legends managed to come out at the perfect time. Half of the fucking Fortnite community, like the pros and everything like that, were trying desperately to jump ship over to Apex.
Yeah.
Trying desperately, just trying to do your job for you to sell this game. For almost free. I mean, you paid Ninja like $1 million to play it, but whatever. My other thing, though, is that, and then they just dropped it. They just dropped it. They did not care, and it was clearly because they were trying to get, to get off the ground. Anthem.
Anthem, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, too, like, and I give credit to Respawn for that. It's like, well, like, so we talked about that one week where it's like, they were just like, yeah, we're not going to, like, kill our staff to get out new updates. which I completely understand, and I commend them for that, but it's like...
I commend them for that as well, but at what point is it not acceptable to just go like, oh, hey, we're a big publisher. Respawn, this studio that works under us, something's happening over there. We should probably, I don't know, take some developers from Anthem and push them over to Apex. And don't tell me that Anthem's too different of a game because they didn't even know what the fuck they were developing.
Yeah.
They would have been better working on Apex because at least Apex had a fucking forward-thinking, like, actual, like, finish line that they were trying to get to.
Yeah.
Like, they could have at least sat down and went like, well, here's what we could do. Do you want to do this? But you know that didn't happen.
No.
That never once happened. That didn't even cross their minds to do that. It's just not, they just don't get it. I just don't, like, to the point now where I don't get it. I don't get how they don't get it.
Nobody gets it.
Nobody gets it.
Nobody gets what's happening.
Good job, EA. You'll get it this time. EA's not going to be at E3
Shit, I
either.
had another point I wanted to make. Now I forgot it again.
EA is not going to be at E3. Sony's not going to be at E3.
Yeah.
Some other big publisher's not going to be at E3. Nintendo just
No,
they're just
they
out.
left years ago. So
Well, I mean, because they're
I mean, they still have games at the show usually.
yeah,
but they just dropped the press conference. I guess.
no, it's kind of really underhanded. Like they don't go to E3, but they have a whole bunch of they have a Nintendo E3 Direct,
Yes,
which is just like them going, I
Cheating
don't
is
want to go to your.
it's just cheating.
Well, it's like, well, we're not going to your shitty fucking trade show. We're just gonna do our own thing. And
Yeah.
people are gonna watch that and be fine, which is completely fair because
No, no.
also they're in Japan, so I mean, it's really inconvenient for them to have a stock meeting in America
yeah.
at like 9 a.m. Los Angeles time, whenever it's like Tuesday in Japan.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know how to
Oh,
talk
point I
about
was gonna make. Did you see the thing about the that pro team like that won like a Fortnite tournament, and they were just
No.
like, yeah, this game's shit.
what?
Like on stage.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
I
the
think it was
meme, though.
I think it was FaZe. I think it was Team FaZe.
Oh yeah, probably.
They were just
They're
like-
going through a whole bunch of drama right now.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, this game's shit. We're done with it.
After they won.
After they won the tournament.
Wow.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, we're done with it. Because they
Oh.
apparently jumped ship from, I think they came from League to Fortnite. And there was like, there's just like, yeah, this game's shit. There's a bunch of problems with it. We just don't like it, so we're done.
Christ, that is unfortunate.
Because it's one of those games where it's like, I'm sorry, it's just like it's a game for babies. It's not a competitive game.
No.
You shoot somebody and they explode into a tower.
Like, if it's
That's high level. That is high level Fortnite play. It looks stupid. It looks
yeah, it looks stupid.
ridiculous.
It doesn't feel good to play. It's just not. It's not fun. But you can play it on your phone at school, at high school or elementary school, middle school. Just don't let your teacher find out.
Oh, do you actually seen like a lot of teachers talk about like cell phones now in this day and age?
Oh, it's just
they just don't care. They're
yeah.
just like, hey, like man, just kind of pay attention
No.
while we're in class.
No, I think like they straight up like
But it's like just outside of I know it's just outside of class. It's like, man, what are we gonna do?
in certain classes like
It's everybody.
I know we didn't really have a study hall whenever we went to high school, but like apparently a lot of other high schools, especially like the farther up north you go,
Yeah, they just
they have like a study hall thing, and that's just basically just free time to dick around.
yeah.
But
It's like during like big like events in New Orleans where like weed's still illegal in Louisiana, but it's like
yeah,
what are we
that's
are we going to arrest every citizen in New Orleans?
it's more like they're just like we're gonna contain it to Decatur, and that's it. Just
Dude, you can't. No, that's everywhere.
yeah.
They're just like,
Well, now they don't have any cops, so I mean,
That's
like
also true.
that's the real problem. It's like okay, well we tried
yeah, like
containing
just
it. Now
doing
we just
Mardi
don't have
Gras.
enough
It's
time.
just like, well, man, what are we gonna do?
I straight up last time I was at Mardi Gras, since you started this tangent, I think I told you about this as well, or you may have even been there. I don't even know. I don't even fucking remember. But
I don't know.
essentially, I saw a truck.
Oh yeah, they have the weed trucks.
Yeah, they
Just go around selling
they
weed, yeah.
roll around, and I'm like, that's
And they're not like, and we're not talking about like sketchy looking like,
no.
person. It's like
No, like
they're
they were like
branded.
professionally, like
yeah, like
and
branded
there were
like-
multiple
yeah.
different trucks that were all branded, and I was just like, what?
It's just like, well, what are you gonna do?
So yeah,
So it operates in this weird like during Mardi Gras and like
Other,
St.
I
Patrick's
guess,
Day,
festival
like,
events
big
where
festival
they
events,
just can't-
It's weed is just technically legal.
yeah,
in
and they
New
sell them in
Orleans.
candies. It's not like they're just giving you like bud or anything. It's
Yeah,
just
dude, you know that's bud. They're
Really?
they're selling buds out of those
Huh.
trucks. Yeah.
Huh. It's a shame Mardi Gras just ended. Anyway, enough about the dude weed LMAOs.
Yes.
What else? Do we have any more news? Are we out of news?
I think we might be out of news.
We might be out of news. This is going to be definitively a shorter episode than last week, but we went for 2 hours last week. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So and we're at an hour now. So we're gonna do our deal. What is
Hold
our
on,
question this
let
week?
me actually check and see if we have any.
Hold on, we're
news
gonna
emails.
double check on the news
I'm
because
sure
Chris
we don't.
cares so much.
I'm sure we don't.
Chris cares.
I do.
That's the segment. Chris cares.
Let's see. We got a no. We got an email from SoundCloud.
I got an email from Donald J. Trump.
Oh wow.
It's nice of him to write me back.
Nice. So let's see. What question for this week? I'm going to talk one more time because we didn't discuss one like we did last week.
Did we not? I thought you came up with one for this week. I thought we said like that's it. That's the question for next week. I said to you, Chris. I said, Chris, write this down. That's the question for next week.
I didn't do that.
You motherfucker. You fucker. What was it?
No, let's take a break here.
Let's take a break. This is the break to figure out what the fuck we're talking about.
Yes.
Shit, we're back.
Yep. That was me just plopping down on my chair there.
Yep, that's us.
Okay, well, so we thought of a question after racking up rants because being all Cerebro is just, I guess, dying or
We're
something.
operating on like a really like low threshold here for a second.
Which makes no even sense for me because I should be jacked up on caffeine and
I'm
sleep.
incredibly tired.
I know you are.
So you came up with a question. Slap me with it.
Okay. Tell
No
me
prep.
the proposition or like, I guess, proposal for your dream video game, Austin.
Man, this is a terrible question.
Well, it's pretty good.
Terrible question. One where you push a button, you get some titties.
Okay, that's what you got.
No. Man. This is it. We made it to episode 4 and then we just ran out of content.
No, we're good.
I'm joking. No, all right. So, I don't know. Something I'm going to go with Dark Souls but portable. Oh wait. They did that.
They did do that.
They did.
Okay, well, okay. Do you need me to like you say sometimes? Do you need me to like kind of narrow the question down a bit for you?
Please.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with gameplay. What like describe the gameplay you would want in your perfect game?
See, I don't know, man.
You went to a game studio and been
it's
like,
so hard to
you
narrow
had like
it down.
infinite resources to make whatever game you wanted.
Yeah, but at that point, are you making like a single player game? Or are you making a multiplayer game?
Make whatever you want, but it's your game.
Yeah, but like I don't know if I want a multiplayer game or if I want a single.
Well,
player.
that's both.
Nobody can do that. You can't do that anymore. That's way too many resources.
Dark Souls does it.
That's not real multiplayer. Otherwise, you would have finished the game.
What is your perfect game possibly just Dark Souls with the multiplayer is actually like usable?
Oh man, that'd be bitching.
Okay, go.
Okay, there. All right, fine. You want me to give you the most like generic weeb ass answer? It's Dark Souls, but Sword Art Online style, where like it's just an MMO, but Dark Souls.
Okay.
And the latency just somehow through the
You have
power
the
of
money-
Google,
you have
through
the
the power
money.
of Google Stadia, there's no lag, and you can actually just have 1-to-1 multiplayer combat, and there's no loading. You just jump right into it. If I want to slap somebody, I can just slap somebody.
There you go, bud.
All right,
Anything else? Anything you elaborate on that?
it's cell shaded.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say it's sci-fi. Is it fantasy?
Let's see here.
Is it cyberpunk? Is it?
Let's go with it's. I don't know the heart. What was it? That one game did a sci-fi Dark Souls already.
The Surge.
The Surge. Yeah, the Surge did sci-fi Dark Souls. That other game that's never coming out, Code Vein. That's doing anime Dark Souls.
It is doing hard. No, I watched some gameplay for that. He's doing hard anime Dark Souls. Yeah.
Hard anime Dark Souls. Then what else you got? You got Bloodborne with the Cthulhu Dark Souls. Yeah. You got all those weird Japanese porn games with porn Dark Souls. Everything's just Dark Souls. The Dark Souls of Dark Souls, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of Dark Souls I would want. What Dark Souls hasn't been done? That's my question to you.
Give me one that's been done before, man.
No. It's got to be something new. Got to be something fresh for the kids.
I would say cyberpunk then.
Cyberpunk,
like a full-on cyberpunk.
Just straight up.
Or steampunk, possibly even.
Just fuck it. Just do Night Runner.
And even the Surge wasn't like hard sci-fi. It wasn't like in like space.
Yeah.
That it was just like a kind of futuristic take on it. It wasn't like even like hard
George
sci-fi.
R.R. Martin style Dark Souls, where everybody dies.
Okay, so fantasy.
It's
but low fantasy.
I don't like low fantasy.
Well, that's not good. That's Game of Thrones, bud. Game of Thrones is low
Why didn't it
fantasy.
appeal to me? I don't like it. There isn't enough magic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then everybody who has magic is just a fucking Mary Sue, and they're overpowered as fuck because they have dragons.
Yep.
Anyway, so Chris, what would be your favorite video?
Okay, I'm getting jump right into it.
Just jump right into it.
Obviously, sci-fi.
Okay.
because I love the sci-fi.
Maybe a Star
Honestly,
Wars
probably something like something kind of akin to Star Wars, where it's more science fantasy.
Would it just be the Old Republic 3 instead of fucking Tor?
No,
Oh,
No.
because that would have been my answer.
no, it's gonna be that. More than likely open world. Actually, it's a concept I kind of came up with in high school.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I had a. This is back when I was planning on becoming a super epic game developer.
Wow.
It's gonna have my own game studio.
Hell yeah,
and called Ridgetop Games.
Yeah, man. Just
God,
like
it's fucking
Grandma's
stupid
Boy.
as a kid. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
But I said like a notebook that I was like writing ideas down in. Also,
Hell
so
yeah.
this is a lot of this is gonna be based on that.
Okay.
Or essentially, but now honestly, now that I'm older, probably expanding on a little bit. So open world, sci-fi, gonna be set in probably its own universe. Different alien races like that. You can play some alien races. You can like obviously character creator because I fucking love character
So
creators.
I'm gonna ask you this: the different alien races.
Yeah.
They're just gonna be recolored humans, right?
No, they're gonna be
Oh.
fucking weird ass ones.
Oh, sweet.
I mean,
So you're not
there's obviously gonna be recolored humans, but
I'm really just making fun of Mass Effect.
Mass Effect has some weird.
No,
aliens
Mass
in
Effect
there.
is
You
actually
just
a good
couldn't
example.
play it. Like
What
none
was-
of them were playable.
There was I'm trying to think of one game where they were like, oh man, all these different alien races, and there was just a whole bunch of
But that's just Star Trek.
colored.
That's mostly Star
people.
Trek. Oh, and also Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars has some weird ones, but most of the times they're like any of them are playable. It's like, oh, well, it's just a human with
It's
has
a
probably some
human,
weird
but he's purple and he has a
fucking-
butt for a
yeah,
face.
Fucking stupid on their face, and I mean, it's way worse than Star Trek. Sometimes they go to a planet, it's like those are just humans.
It's the same problem with Doctor Who. I mean, that shit was started in the fucking 60s. I mean, what do you want them to do? It was for television. It wasn't even movies.
Oh, well, at least Doctor Who kind of explains it as like, oh, I think it explains it in a certain way. It was like, oh,
Yeah, the universe didn't have a budget back in the 60s.
yell that. But also, it's just like, oh, well, just the Homo sapien shape is the perfect form for sentient life.
Wow, that's not fucking just really condescending.
Yeah.
That's not a sneering imperialist view of just everything.
No, I actually give credit to Mass Effect. Mass Effect actually had like a bunch of different weird.
That's true.
weird
They
ass
They even had that big sack that just floated. That was
Yeah.
my favorite one.
They talked like HK4. No, those are the other ones. They had like
Yeah.
they walked on like all fours.
Yeah, and they were just
Those are
like
the HK47 ones. They had to like they had to state the because because their language they couldn't state and have emotions in
Yeah.
their species, so they had to like
condescending tone.
yeah, so they had to state the emotion before each sentence. So yeah, big open world sci-fi world. Get your own ship. You can like travel around to different planets.
Nice.
Like probably not too many because that would require you probably need like quantum.
Yeah, you would have to
power.
get like Hello Games on that.
You got to get like quantum computers to like do fully fleshed out like planets.
Yeah.
You go around, you pick different jobs. You can be like, honestly, once again, just go with Star Wars. You probably be like, yeah, there's a mystic option, but you could have there'd be different player classes too.
Okay.
With fun action combat. Kind of like I honestly kind of think Mass Effect, but it would just be way more open.
Yeah.
It like wouldn't be quite as linear, and you could like do actually have like make melee builds and stuff like that if you want to, like with like the Mystic class. I would say they can like shape the world around them and stuff like that. But yeah, that'd be my probably on like the general like would be Dark Souls difficult, but it'd be offer a relative challenge. I don't like to do like thing Dark Souls 2 does, like whereas like on different difficulties, like enemies don't just it's not just like, oh, we raise the amount of health enemies have.
And the damage they do.
And
to
the
you.
damage they do to you. Like maybe actually like have their different enemies at just certain encounters, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Dark Souls 2 was the worst at that. Because they would just straight up have items that you needed to get, and you had to like increase the area level, or the level of the area in
Yeah.
order to get them, like the Chloranthy Ring 2. Or whatever.
Yeah. Dude, you look like you're dying.
I'm very rapidly dying. We're getting to the point now where I'm starting to shut down.
Oh,
But
man.
it's okay because we hit an hour. That's all you're getting this week.
Okay,
I'm
Austin-
calling it right
Austin
now.
has decided to end the
Cancel the
podcast
podcast for this week. We'll be back
this week.
next
All right,
week.
well, once again,
And I promise we'll have better content because, man, into May is bad.
yeah, there's just not much going on. Once again, everything is just ramping up to E3.
Everything's kind of quieted down for E3.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, for all of our dear viewers, all three of them, we don't want to go into the drama. I don't care about it.
No.
I don't want to do politics. I don't want to do drama. I don't want to do all this bullshit. I just want to talk about the video games.
Yeah, the video games.
And unfortunately,
Unless the
Just last
drama is
week.
super hilarious and directly involves the video game industry.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Like a lot of the Randy Pitchford shit. Like that's
I mean, that's
hilarious.
just good. That's just people. that's just people flying too close to the sun in their own hubris
Yeah.
and just continuously not getting it. Can't wait to play Borderlands 3. Just can't wait. I literally thought it was already out.
Nah.
Nope.
Not even close.
And then I remember it was Rage 2 that came out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, Rage 2 came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're
right.
we're done for today.
Yeah. If you want to email us, please goddamn email us.
Please email us a fucking
Even if
question
it's,
so
like,
I don't have
stupid.
to tell Chris a question for him to fucking forget, and then we have to sit here and do this shit. Nobody wants this.
So that's the Half Baked and Half Raced show at Half Baked and Half Raced at gmail.com. That's Half Baked and Half Raced at gmail.com.
That's right. That's right. Check us out on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and other
Check us out
places
on
where
the YouTubes.
podcasts are sold.
Yes.
Yes.
Got SoundClouds now.
All right, they're staring at us. We have to leave.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.